This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, double check you're still subscribed to the channel. Double check your notification on, and if you hit that like button, double check it's working properly. Guys, listen. The reverse repo, in my opinion, if you guys follow me, you know this how I feel, is a very good indicator of the liquidity that's available for these bad actors who are naked shorting AMC, GME, NWBO, GNS, and who destroyed MMTLP. Okay, that is how I feel. The reverse repo gives us a clear picture. Well, I believe the reverse repo is like the canary in the coal mine. It lets us know when they are having liquidity issues. Now, if you guys follow my videos, you know I did a video, I think 2 or 3 days ago, where I told you guys that the Feds had pumped like 13.5 billion into the reverse repo to prop it up. Okay? Had the Feds not pumped that money into the reverse repo, it would be negative right now. It would be under zero. But after the Feds put 13.5 billion into the reverse repo has now dropped to 2.23 billion. Okay? From 2.5 billion 2 years ago, it's at 2.23 billion. Guys, the liquidity crunch is here. They're able to, dig in the cushions and find some coins to make it look like it's not under zero, but it would be under zero right now if the Feds had not stepped in. What does this tell you? I tell you what it tells me. It tells me that these bad actors that are naked shorting AMC, GME, NWBO, GNS are having liquidity issues. They are having liquidity issues, and in order for them to keep these billions of counterfeit short positions open, they're gonna need liquidity to do it because they pay interest on those counterfeit shares that they borrow. They pay interest on that. Okay? They don't borrow them for free. Now, investors who are long on the stock, once you pay for the stock, it costs you absolutely nothing to hold. But for them to maintain these billions of counterfeit short positions, they need liquidity to do it. And with liquidity running out, you know what happens? Margin calls, false liquidations, because like I tell you guys every day, the banks, even though they conspire with these guys to rob and steal from us, yes they do, because they know that the shares don't exist. They know if the float of a company is 1 million shares and they loan money to borrow 10 million shares, they obviously know 9 million of that is counterfeit, but they engage in that behavior anyway because they don't care. Nobody cares. The SEC doesn't care. The DOJ doesn't care. The FBI doesn't care. As long as the victims are retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules. I mean, that's really the bottom line. That's really the bottom line. But here's the thing. When the liquidity is gone, the banks will margin call them. And then when they can't meet those margins, when they don't have the collateral, there will be forced liquidations. And at that point, a lot of stocks are going to start rising to their true value without the manipulation. And the ones that, in my opinion, have been heavily naked shorted, they're going to spike up. They're going to spike up. Maybe for a short period of time, but they're going to spike up. Guys, in a fair and transparent market, this level of corruption would not be tolerated. South Korea don't play games with these guys. They don't allow them to do what they do in the American stock market. China doesn't allow it. Japan doesn't allow it. UK doesn't allow it. The only place on the planet where these guys can engage in this level of corruption, with the government, in my opinion, assisting them, is in the United States of America. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. Had somebody told me 5 years ago that the United States stock market was this corrupt, I would have told them they are crazy. We have the SEC, we have the DOJ, we have the FBI that protect us from things like that. We have FINRA, we have DTCC. What I've learned over the last 5 years is FINRA, DTCC, SEC, DOJ, FBI do not work to protect retail investors, pension funds, or institutions that follow the rules. They work to maintain the status quo and protect the one percenters. That's their real job, their real focus, their real modus operandi. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think that the AMC GME naked shorters are terrified that the reverse repo had dropped to 2.23 after they just got a $13 billion boost from the government? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.